Beryl, Beyberryl, New York Yankees. I can't believe it. Okay. Can you please answer a question for me and keep me anonymous? I'm a Christian, but one goes around and around in my head. I guess I didn't keep you anonymous. I just read the first name, and there's probably a couple of Beryls in the world. As Christians, we pray and pray and pray, and we ask God, and we are told to ask the Lord for the things we want or need. God answers our prayers, always. If we don't get what we pray for, it is because God thinks the timing isn't right, or what we're praying for is not right. That seems reasonable so far. Yet on the other hand, God knows what we need and what we should have. He knows every one of us. I agree we should give praise and thank the Lord for blessings. My heart tells me to pray and keep praying for friends of mine who need the Lord's help in their lives. I pray for certain things, not money or riches. I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. I mean, if you're going to use it for the kingdom of the Lord. Yet nothing happens, so I pray harder and nothing happens. I'm told the Lord will answer my prayers when He feels it is right. So why don't I just back off and stop asking and stop praying? The Bible has a lot to say about this. Beryl, you ask and you keep asking. Paul had a thorn in the flesh, probably bad eyesight from being stoned to death. That seems to be the most logical reason, though the Bible doesn't say, so you can't be dogmatic. But because whatever his thorn in the flesh was, he besought the Lord 3 times to take it from him, and the Lord didn't. The Lord said, my grace is sufficient. Sometimes God leaves us with problems, and that's just... Poor Johnny Erickson Tata broke her neck at age 17, been paralyzed, from here down. And she prayed 1,000,000 times, Lord, restore me, and God didn't do it. It's been 48 years now she's had to suffer like that. I've never met her, but I'd love to one day. Great heroine of mine. It motivates me, and thank you, Johnny, for what you've done for the Lord. Many times in prison, I would be, Lord, why do you let this happen? And then I just wiggle my toes and say, wow, thank you. It could be a whole lot worse. Could be a lot worse. So thank you for what you've done just by staying faith. Even if you lay there all day and do nothing, just knowing you're faithful, living for the Lord. So if, Beryl, something happens and you don't get an answer to prayer, just say, God, I'm going to love you anyway. Sometimes we don't know. Job, as far as I can figure out, Job never did find out why all that stuff happened to him. All God did was ask Job 84 questions. Job lost everything. His 10 kids all died. I mean, everything went wrong for Job. And he sat there scraping the pus out of the boils, and his 4 friends laughed at him and accused him of being a sinner and everything. And he just said, Lord, I don't understand, but I love you. Though he slay me, yet will I serve him. And as far as I can tell from reading the book of Job a bunch of times, God never told him why that happened. All God did was ask Job questions. 84 questions by my count in Job 38, 39, 40, and 41. Would you keep serving God if things went wrong and you never found out why? Most wouldn't, by the way. Anyway, in brief, should I just give up praise and stop asking for help, which doesn't seem to come? Beryl, no.